Hi and welcome back to the channel. So in this video I'm going to be talking about why I resonate with Solanin so much. So I've kind of done a video, like not necessarily a video or a piece on this before, and it was, yeah, the audio is terrible, but if you want to listen to it again, it's like on all the other streaming services that you usually use for podcasts and stuff. So if you want to listen to it, yeah, it's on there. So it's, yeah, on the Nakama podcast. So yeah, let's get right into the video. So I'm gonna be giving a brief overview of the manga. So the manga was written by Ino Asano, who has written things such as Goodnight Pompon, What a Wonderful World, and Downfall, to name a few. So now on to the actual overview of Solanin. So Miko and Tanada graduated from university 2 years ago, having no real goals or direction, and they just step into society clueless. So Miko works as a office lady to pay her rent for her apartment, and Tanada works as an illustrator in a press company, earning literally not that much money, and he just does it to help Miko pay her rent. So while Tanada often meets up with his bandmates from university, so they had a rock circle and they all loved music, so they created a little rock group. So yeah, they go and play twice a week, and then unhappy with the rhythm of their normal graduate lives, things change for the two as they both make important decisions. As Miko decides to quit her job and Tanada decides to devote time to write his first proper song for the band and trying to break through and be a well-known band and sign for a record label. So slowly Miko and Tanada come to embrace the unpredictable future together, but an unexpected tragedy occurs, changing their lives and the lives of their friends forever. So I was going to start this part of the video with a definition of what resonate or to resonate actually means, and it took me a while to find the actual definition, but I actually found the definition that I like, and it was on dictionary.com, so I'll share it with you guys. So to produce a positive feeling, emotional response or opinion. So now I'm going to explain why the manga resonates with me so much. So reading it again made me realize how immature both Miko and Tanada were, especially when he came home from his job and she drew a moustache on him while he was sleeping. So Miko also is immature when she laughed at her boss's nose hair, and I resonate with this, and it's a really stupid thing to resonate, but I resonate with how childish she is, because I can be a very childish person. So for example, in my new job I had inset day, and I was nearly laughed at the fact that the person who presented the presentation was saying the word ethos, because one of my friends had used that word in a very funny way. So in a not a funny way, more or less a dumb way. So as a result of hearing that, I nearly laughed, and it just showed how immature I am as a person, and I resonated with that fact. So her saying that there's a demon in Tokyo, I still feel like this is a metaphor for adulthood after reading this again, as I said the same thing in the piece I'd done before, that the demon was adulthood, and I feel like her and the others throughout the manga was trying to avoid it. I feel like I have been avoiding adulthood in the dumbest of ways, like not wanting to call the bank to sort out my online banking. Also the fact that I have to wear smart clothes for my new job, and I really hate wearing smart clothes, and it's like I said before, it's a childish thing that I need to get over, but I feel like it really makes me feel uncomfortable. So I love the way that Miko is annoyed at adults. I feel like her being annoyed is a sign that she doesn't want to become that type of adult. Even when she says she's not fit to be a member of society, it's like her saying, I'm not ready to be an adult. Yeah, as an adult is supposed to be an outstanding member of society. Rereading this made me realize there was loads of gems in the first chapter. So I feel like the story is about trying to find your purpose in life and a meaning to it. Also, the idea of just accepting a mundane life comes to head in chapter 7 with what Ai says, as she says about Kaito, that he's been in university for 6 years, and that's her boyfriend, and she says that she just lets him do whatever he wants because he's in for a boring life. So it's the idea that he wants to have as much fun as he wants, or trying to avoid the fact that he's going to have a boring mundane life, and she just lets him do whatever he wants because he knows that's what he's in for. So for me, it's like, is adulthood mundaneness? And if you don't chase your dreams, it's okay to give up on your dreams if you can't reach them. So I resonate with Miko way too much, especially with her saying, I didn't quit my job because I was sick of it. I was scared of stagnating. I relate to this way too much, as one of my biggest fears is stagnating, but is that part of adulthood, like stagnating and accepting that you won't make your dreams a reality. So I also relate to Tanada too much in the chapter when he has that self meeting. So I feel like he says, I feel like I've been wondering for years, like I still don't know what I really want to do, and I feel like I've been wondering since I left uni, and kind of feel like I was wondering, like I didn't know what I really wanted to do when I was actually at uni as well. So hopefully I actually find something I really want to do. So overall, I just feel like that chapter was really good, and the whole self-meeting thing and the idea was kind of cool. It's the way, Isano depicted it was really sick and interesting for me. It was like it was loads of them talking to each other and them having a meeting with each other. You actually feel like that's what you have in your head when you have multiple conversations with you and have multiple parts of your brain are talking. So I thought that was really sick. So I like the way that Asano depicts the two choices in life that he feels like we have. So it was either the silver mundane life or the golden life, and the way he depicted it was really interesting to me, as it was really specific to Tanada, and it was the guitar heads. So it was either accepting the silver mundane life or living your dream, and this was the golden ticket. So I feel like everyone wants the golden life because of Instagram and various special social media. Everyone wants the extravagant life, but it doesn't work out for everyone because everyone doesn't want to work hard for it. Everyone just sees the flashiness and just thinks, oh yeah, I can get it like that. But at the same time, I feel like people have to be okay with the silver mundane life, like working a 9 to 5 life. It's not the end of the world. Like, it's okay to have that, and it's okay to be ordinary. That's another thing that I feel like I taken away from the manga as well, is like the fact that Miko really didn't have anything that she was particularly good at, and she accepted that and knew that. And as time went on, she began to accept that, and it's like, yeah, it's just okay to be ordinary. Like, you don't have to be extravagant. Not everyone is extravagant. You can be ordinary, and it's okay to be like that. So I resonate with some aspects of Tanada's character way too much, especially when he actually doesn't really want his music to be critiqued, but actually wants to make music. Because whenever I make a video or think about making a video, the first thing that pops into my head is that the video is going to be dead, it's not going to be good, and no one watches it. And the fact that people in the videos sometimes don't even tap into it, it's like, what's the point of even making a video if the people actually in the video is not even watching it? But this is not putting people on blast for actually not watching it, because like, it's up to them to watch it, and if they don't want to watch it, they don't want to watch it. And it's just my insecurities and my thought process of when I put out videos or when people are not watching the videos. And like Tanada, he still puts in hard work, and he still wants to release the music that he makes and a demo. And I feel like I kind of do the same thing with my videos. Even though this is my thought process, I still put it out and still try and make people watch it, or do what at the end of the day people watch it if they really want to watch it. So one thing that I feel like I've taken from the manga is I feel like some people can't really be happy without chasing their dreams. Like, despite accepting the decision to not completely focus on the band, he wasn't happy, and he even asked himself, was he really happy? I might be stretching it here as usual, but I think you can kind of say that Tanada's death was both literal and metaphorical, in the sense of his happiness dying when he accepted the mundane silver ticket life, when he wanted to have that golden life of chasing his actual dreams. Also, reading it again, I feel like looking at his helmet and how the panel was when he's looking as he's showing his helmet, it kind of looked like he didn't have his helmet on properly and he wanted to die in a way, and it looks like he killed himself rather than getting hit by a car. And also, when I was reading this last time, I remember looking at stuff on Sano, and he even said that sometimes he would walk across the road just as the green man was about flashing and was about to stop, as a way of saying if he crossed it, he's going to be successful in the manga that he's making. So he's kind of putting his real life experiences in the manga, which I kind of think it's cool. So chapter 15 is probably one of my favorite chapters, as I resonate way too much with Tanada in this chapter, especially with his speech, because I feel like in some way that I need to have more time to find answers on stuff like what I want to do in the future. So also another thing that I've taken away from the story is that I feel like it's about honouring the dead as well. So one thing that I've taken from the story is about honouring the dead as well, as making sure we remember them through the life that we live, as I feel like we only die when everyone forgets us, because we live on in people's memories. So what Tanner's dad said still hits home for me, as family and friends of the dead are the only ones that can carry proof that they actually existed through the memories that they have of them and the way that we live our life. And we do this by honouring their memory by living the way that they taught us, or practice the teachings that they taught us. So Tanner's death was a turning point for all of the characters, as it was like a way of showing that the fact that they needed to grow up. So I saying that she wasn't happy or unhappy resonated with me too much, as I generally feel like this most of the time. It's not like I'm happy or unhappy, I'm just existing most of the time. And also I like the fact that she questioned whether Tanada was actually close to happiness, and I felt like he wasn't, as he wasn't able to chase his dream properly, and I feel like he wasn't able to live that mundane silver life. Like, he actually wanted to be in a rock band, but he couldn't break through. And like what I said earlier, I feel like some people can't live their lives without chasing their dreams and actually living their dreams. So yeah, another thing that I feel like I've taken away from the story is that you shouldn't stop living once your loved one dies, and you should carry on living in a way that you can honor their memory and live your life like this. So another thing that I really resonate is Kaito having mixed feelings about getting his new job, as I tend to feel like this whenever I get a new job. It's like, do I really want this job, but at the same time I need money? So it's like a conflict of interest and a conflict of feelings. It's like, I actually want to have money to do things I want to do, but do I actually want to do this job, and do I see myself being in this job for a long period of time? So the last chapter, the epilogue, was one of my favourite chapters, as I feel like Miko came full circle, and it kind of confirmed the metaphor of the devil being adulthood, as Miko said that there was a demon in Tokyo and they ended up losing to it. As you can see from that chapter, they grew up and found jobs to support themselves, as their choice was to accept the silver mundane life and having a boring life that had fleeting moments of happiness. And this was kind of summed up with when I said that she looks happy. So going on the definition, you can see that I've had an emotional response to the manga, as I have been able to relate to the characters in the manga in both the negative and positive sides of their characters, as I'm still reluctant to accept certain aspects of adulthood. So yeah, this is one of my favourite manga of all time, like I said before, and even this manga's had so much of an effect on me that I even watched the movie of the manga. So yeah, that was probably one of my biggest weeb moments, watching a movie of the manga that I've read. But it was a really good movie, to be honest. And yeah, you should watch it if you like the manga, and I think you guys should read the manga and watch the movie if you like this video. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Yeah, I really appreciate it. So like, subscribe, comment, and even if you like it that much, it would really be helpful for the channel to grow if you share it around. And don't forget to follow the Instagram page, which I think is _ the Nakama podcast. So yeah, again, thank you guys, much love, peace.